Hi, Matt with Etrailer. If you have a 2024 Mazda CX-90 and you're looking for a bike rack that is just going to be super versatile, it's going to look good and just be easy to work with, then the Kuat NV 2.0 bike rack is going to be a great option for you. So let's check it out. So this rack has a ton of features built into it to just make it a little bit smoother to work with, but today we're mainly going to be focusing on how it works with the Mazda. We'll still cover some of those features, the key ones, but let's kind of see how our bike's going to interact with the vehicle. So right now we have plenty of space here. Maybe if you had a shorter bike, you might have some clearance issues, so I'd recommend just pulling your taller bikes closer to the vehicle. We're going to have a pretty great tilt too, and thanks to this pretty aggressive one, we can get this pretty far back. And it's even have a pretty decent weight capacity at 60 pounds per bike. And that's impressive because usually with that higher weight capacity, you're gonna lose out on a little bit of tilt, and we're still gonna be able to carry those heavy e-bikes. And we're gonna have access to the hatch too, so if you're going shopping, you got your bikes on here, you can still reach in, grab your stuff, take a seat, tie your shoes, get ready for your ride. You'll still have all those capabilities. And then all you have to do to put it back into place is lift up on the rack till it clicks into place. Now if we want to take a closer look at this rack, I'm going to remove my bike. All you have to do is pull on this strap here. These are going to be adjustable. Just go right up and down this tray. Get that out of the way. And come over here to the front ratcheting hook. Just press one button, push it out and away, and you're ready to pick it up. And you notice the way it's grabbing on there, it's just making contact with her tires. So that's going to let it be more compatible if you have any type of carbon frame bike or any bike with a really nice paint job. And let's move over to how it's going to interact with your Mazda. So let's get our ground clearance to let us know how far away from the ground it is. That's going to be 20 inches. That's actually really good if you're going through any uphills or parking lots. You're less likely making contact with the ground even with this loaded up compared to some other options around. Now when it comes to the total distance away from a vehicle this is sticking out, that's going to be roughly a little bit under 30 inches. So that's looking really good here, especially for a 2 bike rack. And we do have this bike repair stand at the very end of this, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on. But we can save space still. So the way we can do that, if this is unloaded, is just come over here, pull on that lever, and push up. And this is going to sit a lot closer to your vehicle. Really, the furthest point out is going to be by this hand knob at the bottom, and this is going to be sticking out a little bit over 13 inches. And when it's in this position, it's really not going to block much. So if we take a look here, our license plate is still visible, just partially obstructed on the bottom. And the same thing's going to be for your backup camera. I think it's still going to be usable. You just have a little bit obstructed right here, this bike repair stand. But your taillights and back window won't be obstructed at all. Now, like I said earlier, we were going to talk about this, and this is going to be the bike repair stand itself. Super easy to use. So if you've ever been on your rides and something's happened to the bike, you've had to make those last minute repairs, you'll be able to do it this way. And then once you're done with it, put it back into place, and it really doesn't take any space, as if you had a more mobile bike repair stand, you'd have to throw that in the back of the vehicle. It's going to take up more storage area for people or any additional cargo you might have. And the way this is going to install, we're going to have a 2-inch shank that goes into your 2-inch hitch receiver. So just make sure you do have a hitch, and then we're going to have a pin and a lock that holds this into place. And that lock's going to be key to lock to your integrated bike cable lock. Now at the very end of it, we're going to have this super simple anti-rattle device. All you have to do to use it is just turn it with your hand, no tools required. And this is going to tighten up to give you a nice snug fit. But overall, I think if you're looking for a rack that, one, is just going to be easy to use, is going to look nice and be very versatile, whether something's happened to your bike, you need to make those repairs, or you're just trying to carry a lot of different types of bikes, this is going to be able to do it. Now, if you have any experience with this rack, or if you plan to get us, let us know how you're using it and how it's coming along on your adventures. Leave a comment, review, or even take a picture. Really let us know how it's going. But this is just a look at some of the features of the Kuat NV 2.0 bike rack on our CX-90 2024 Mazda.